What's up guys, Jam here. Today we'll be covering Rem's latte art side story. This side story will be safe for anime onlys. With that being said, let's get right into the side story. We open with Rem and Subaru in the kitchen. It's been 3 days since Subaru was hired to work at the mansion. Rem looked at Subaru and was confused on what he was doing. Oh, hey Rem, don't worry about the cleaning, it's done. It's break time now. Well, that's fine, so why are you in such a good mood? Because you piled up the plates nicely or spread the tablecloth nicely? No way, do you think of me as the kind of guy who would make a yeah I did it face from a little job like that? When I think back to your first day, I don't think it's that far off the mark. I can't really deny that, but just you wait. I'm a man with incredible potential for growth. The rebellious skyrocket that could one day threaten even your position is climbing now. Rem turns her attention to the dining hall table and notices that there was a cup on the table. This is a cup you forgot to put away, is it not? Subaru smiles while holding another cup in his hand. Yeah, actually I've wanted to try that out ever since I noticed that there's something like coffee around here. It was really rough trying to get the milk close to what I remember, but sometimes you just gotta try it. The cup was a drink made from beans known as coff from the Valachian Empire. You used the milk to draw a picture in the coff then? In the black fluid in the cup, a white pattern had been used to draw a little picture of a cat. Rem couldn't help but let out a sigh. Subaru, who had mistaken Rem's sigh for admiration, happily begins to explain. So you keep the the coff hot, and then the trick is to make the design a little at a time while keeping the milk at the bottom. There's different ways to do it, but first, the basics are. Subaru then explains how he had to use magic crystals to heat the milk. Rem was curious on what kind of struggle Subaru went through with the magic crystals, since she thought he couldn't use magic. While Rem was lost in thought, Subaru had finished his explanation. There you go, the first step of the first step, the completion of a heart design. Lifting up the container of milk, Subaru spun about and unveiled the finished product. Rem was impressed by the new design that Subaru had made. Amazing. Oh. What's that? Please speak up. Feel free to shower me with praise. Isn't it amazing? It's a skill you can never get without being an amazingly lazy person. Don't you think you should apologize to all the latte artists in the world? This is called latte art? Yep, latte is the name of this drink and you make art with it. Latte art and sewing as well. You're quite good with your hands at little skills, Subaru. When you call them little skills, it really makes them sound like they're worthless. Boasting all that and then becoming depressed about it. You must have lived a life free of boredom, Subaru. That's a surprising evaluation of me when my goal in life was to live in seclusion and play with cats on the porch. Well, there's a few things I would like to say about your merciless poison tongue, Rem, but fine, here. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Looking all anxious to try it like that, don't give me that. Saying that she looks anxious to try, Rem wouldn't. When your face looked like you were dying to try it like that, you don't need to be embarrassed about it. You're a cute girl too, Rem, so what's wrong with playing a little now and then? Subaru hands Rem a fresh cup of coffee and motions for her to go ahead. For you to have implied that Rem really wanted to try that, well, it would be a lie if I said that I didn't even want to a little tiny bit, not in the least, just a little, perhaps slightly. I get it. I'm forcing you to try it even though you don't want to, so just once, please do. Well, when you put it like that, it can't be helped. Honestly, Subaru, you're so troublesome. Rem hides her excitement and turns towards the cup. Rem recalls what Subaru did and attempts to draw a pattern from her heart. She then looks back at Subaru. Subaru returns a smile and a nod. Well, that's how it turns out on your first try. Don't worry about it. Rather than messing around, Subaru, please get back to work right away. While holding the messy art in front of her, Rem stated that in the coldest voice ever. Rem, what are you doing? Rem's shoulders jumped in surprise. Behind her was Rom. She quickly tried to hide what was on the table. Isn't this what Barasu was playing with? It was impossible for Rem to deceive Rom, as she quickly saw through her clumsy cover-up attempt. Rom notices the countless cups Rem had been working on and the failed latte art. It had been about an hour since Rem had chased Subaru out of the dining hall. After Subaru left, Rem lost track of time and was trying her best at latte art. It's rare of you to lose track of time, Rem. I'm sorry, sister. I'll clean it up right away. I'll catch up right away on my work too. I should never have been doing something like this. Don't be silly, Rem. I'm not upset about it. Rom smiles and pours coffee into an empty cup. Doing her work with all of her might is one of Rem's good points, but occasionally it's good to do something with all of your might even if you can't expect any results from it. If there's no leeway in your heart, nothing will ever go right for you. Are those Lord Roswell's words? Yes, as expected of Lord Roswell. They're wonderful words. I feel the same way too. Once she finished pouring the milk, inside the cup in her hands was... This is a pattern I've never seen before. A pattern? No, a letter? It seems that this is how you write older sister in Barasu's homeland. He insisted I look at it while he was studying in the evening, so I learned it no matter how little I wanted to. Rem was impressed at her sister's talent. Were you practicing latte art as well, sister? Not really. It's called latte art, is it? I simply imitated what Barasu was doing earlier. It might be entertaining to crush Barasu's areas of expertise one by one like that. Regardless, that's enough of this for now. I'll clean this up and catch up with you later. Rem sighs as she compares her botched creations to Ram's first one without any practice. You truly are impressive, sister. Well, all of this needs to be cleaned up then. Speaking to no one in particular, Rem collected all of the used cups onto the tray. She then picked up Ram's older sister artwork and took a sip. Bitter. First, I'll have to teach Subaru how to grind the beans. Deciding to teach him, she followed Ram's path towards the kitchen. And that sums up the Rem's latte art side story. Another nice Rem side story. They are really making me change my mind on Rem. The more I read these, the more I understand why Rem fell for Subaru. They also shine a light on Rem's personal struggles. Hopefully, Rem will wake up soon in the main story. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the side story. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.